Yo, it's your boy Cobby Supreme, All Money Business. You tapped in with Legit Bag Podcast with my boy KD.
Zip 'em up.
Bag Podcast. Hey, so I got a real special guest in here with me today. It's a living legend. He's a real OG from the Crenshaw district, Mr. Cobby Supreme. Cobby, how's it going, man?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm all right, man. Can't complain. Can't complain.
Smooth.
That's good. I'm scrolling through Instagram, man. You just came back from a little trip.
Yeah, we went to Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just, went out there and just fucked Miami up for a minute.
Oh, yeah?
Had some fun. Little vacation. Seen a few of my niggas. It was good.
Okay. What you doing is out there? Was it is Club Live back open again yet or
You
something
said
like
Live?
that? Yeah, Live.
Yeah, we actually hit Live. We hit Live. You know what I'm saying? Turned up and Live.
Uh-huh.
And then shit. Woke up the next morning and turned up again.
Where at?
Yeah, we was at
Just wherever.
We went everywhere. We just towed Miami up.
Okay.
Got on yachts, riding ghost yachts.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That sounds like fun, man. So you came back here and I see you got the A&B brand.
Yes, sir.
And store down there off of is it off of Crenshaw?
Yeah, it's on Crenshaw based in the Crenshaw district. Crenshaw and 48th.
Uh-huh.
Pull up anytime between 12 and 8 o'clock at night.
Okay.
We there for you.
Got you. How long you had that store for?
I've been having that store for 3 years now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, for 3 years now. Going on 3 years, yeah.
I got to pull up over there, man, and
Yeah,
check
you
it
got
out.
You got to. I got a bag for you.
Okay, definitely, man. How the A&B brand come about?
A&B is just it's the same as All Money In. It's just like a spin of that. So what we was doing with All Money In, which it was us, and then my A&B brand was just me, trying to push younger kids that's out the neighborhood in this rap game, and just build a brand.
Got you.
So basically it's like how you got Cash Money and then you got Young Money.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
So kind of like a branch off of it in a way, like
right,
or extension kind of off of it.
Right.
Got you. I'm just thinking, like the art is like amazing to me. If you just kind of drive down Crenshaw, I feel like you got like a lot of like African culture down there. I mean, it's a real cultural area of LA.
It's been like that since I was young. There was always paintings on the wall, pictures, some type of graffiti when you walk down the street.
But I kind of feel like, I've taken kind of a warning from the music. And, there's that chance if you make a little pit stop over there, you might get a dress.
Yeah. How the economics on how LA is kind of set up kind of crazy because if you're from out of town, it'll be hard for you to understand it because, like each block, it'll be like this block right here on this side of the street is a whole different area or a whole different side than this side.
Mm-hmm.
You can cross over a street and be in another person's area.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So that's just how it's set up.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's good. It's beautiful. It's sunny
yeah.
outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Tell me about the legend down there, Slauson Bruce.
Oh, Slauson Bruce. Slauson Bruce is just another one of us. Another guy grew up in the neighborhood. Everybody knew him. My homeboy BH. He actually like stayed down the street from where Bruce stayed from. So stay at. He made a Instagram up and put him on Instagram, and he Bruce blew up.
Oh yeah,
he bigger than me.
Word. That's funny. I saw Bruce on some vlogs and all that. I just thought he was an interesting character and all that.
Mm-hmm. Real funny.
Take me back a little bit. Tell me about the song "Money on Money" with that Birdman intro with the Slauson Boys.
Money on Money. Man, we done so much music. We've been inspired by. You see what the sample was. So we was inspired by other guys that did music before us. That's where the sample came from. Obviously, we liked what they done.
Uh-huh.
And, we try to move like the greats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Try to, take from that and do it a little better.
It seems like you guys were like really kind of tapped into Birdman a little bit, kind of like what he stood for and all that. Am I in the right ballpark there?
Yeah.
Did he ever pull up?
Did Birdman ever pull up?
Yeah.
We met Birdman before, but he ain't ever like pulled up on us or nothing,
okay.
like that. But that nigga P have.
I figured.
Master P done pulled up and came and hollered and hung in the studio with us and hung out.
Mhm.
and gave some
It
game.
seemed like you were well represented in Grinding All My Life.
Right.
Really
Yeah.
put on for you there. Like you were just talking about. Tell me a little bit about what happened in Vegas
Well, shit.
when 50 Cent and Mayweather fled the
Yeah.
scene with you guys.
50 Cent and Floyd invited Nip and crew to come out to do a concert, and while we was on stage doing the concert, and I only know this because from the area I'm from, where you raised up to to look out for these type of gestures when you see them.
Right.
So while we were performing, I see everybody having fun, like all the females and all the ladies in the building, all the guys in the building, everybody. When Nip come, everybody love Nip. He like
Right.
Snoop
Yeah,
Dogg. Like
yeah,
it's
of
hard
course.
it's hard to
Right.
not like not like these niggas. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So, and I know that. So when I'm looking at the crowd as we're on stage, everybody is partying, everybody is happy. But then when I look a little bit deeper to the right, I see a pack of guys that's not dancing, not shaking their head. Not, I know this gesture. I know what that means. So I calmly like hopped, like danced closer to Nip, got to where I got by his ear, like look right there to the right. You know what I'm saying? So I made him pay attention to it. So he seen it, and he also seen the same thing I seen. You know what I'm saying? So we finished the show. Actually, before we even did our show, YG did his show. He got on stage before us 1st.
Mhm.
He did his. Everybody went crazy.
Yeah.
He got on stage. We got on stage. And everybody went crazy, except for this little pack of guys.
Mhm.
So when I notice it, I tell Nip. We get finished with the show. He goes down to go greet people. Like, it's girls coming up, want to take pictures, get autographs and everything, guys and everybody. So it's me. It's me, Nipsey, Black Sam, Rimpo, and that was it. And what happened was I get off stage because I see ain't nobody really paying attention to what's going on, but I see it.
Mhm.
And I tell Nip, and he see it. But Black Sam is on the other side of the room. Like everybody's like spread it out a little bit once we got off stage. So I go straight to Black Sam and I tell him, like, look. When I tell him, look, and I turn around, you can see the pack of guys while Nip is taking pictures and signing autographs. You can see the pack of guys starting to move closer and closer towards his way.
Mhm.
So I tell Black Sam, like, look, you see this? Look at them dudes right there. Like, they own one.
Mhm.
Like, I think they finna try to fight us or rob us or do some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I see it. So as I tell him, me and him, we get over there. This is a big club and it's a lot of people. It's packed. So we get over there.
Mhm.
We get like on the side of the guys while the guys is saying something to Nip. So you see two girls taking a picture up under Nip's arm. You just see them like get from under Nip's arm like fast. I couldn't hear it because the music is on, but you can obviously see it.
Right.
See the girls get scared and like run from under Nip's arm, and you see Nip's face frown up, and I hear Nip like, where I'm from. Like I read his lips, but I can read his lips to where I can damn near hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
So he frowned like where I'm from, so what that meant, I already knew what was going on. And
Right.
the niggas was walking up to him. Obviously, y'all niggas already know where Nip from.
Right.
But that was just the initiated to try to start something. Probably try to snatch a chain or do some. But we ain't going for that.
Yeah.
We come from that. So I peep it, and as the dude saying something to Nip, I get off. Like I'm supposed to. I got off. I got off. And from there it was on. Once I got off, Nip got off.
Yeah.
Our shit a chain reaction. That's my twin.
Yeah.
Nigga, as soon as I swing, he swings. So when I get the dude out the way, he get the other dude out the way. And me and Nip end up being side by side on the same person. And I'm not knowing, like, Sam over here squabbling. And then one of my older homies named Spoon from Long Beach. He actually from Snoop Dogg Hood, from 20s and shit. But he ended up being there.
Yeah.
And just because of our relationship, our hood ties, he see me in the club and he see us squabbling. Spoon jump right in and get to squabbling side by side with us.
Yeah.
So that really happened. And shit, we got up out of there. Yeah, we fought our way up out that motherfucker.
Dipped
and
off.
that's why he say, because I think Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent was like on a little terrace and shit at a table, like a little higher than everybody. So they kind of like seen the whole thing. So that's why he was like Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent fleeing the scene with us. They seen what happened and everything. You got up out of there. That really happened. That's a true story.
Yeah. I could feel that one in the music. That it was that was a really well descripted in the music,
right?
But man, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, he was good for that.
That's awesome. No doubt. The song "On the Run" of yours, right?
Right.
So that was that was kind of inspired by Nip having to get low.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about it.
On the Run was definitely inspired by all my music right now up until this point. Every time you listen to it, you're going to hear him. You know what I'm saying? Because of like what happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you got somebody you close to and you fuck with and they actually work, you know what I'm saying? And y'all friends and y'all niggas see motherfucking Louisiana chicken together. Y'all piecing up on a dub sack, driving the same cars, partying, doing whatever we doing together. You know what I'm saying? Just holding an oath with one another and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you get that like taken away from you. You know what I'm saying? They kind of do something to you. So for me, I can hear my own self inside my music. I know that shit did something.
Mm-hmm.
And, when I get in the booth, I'll be able to like express some of that shit. Other than that, you'll never see it or feel it. You'll have to listen to that album.
Yeah.
And then you're going to hear like stories about, just like when you listen to them album, he spoke the truth. When he like, Tiny Cobby, that's my logo. Young Supreme, what's up? Then we squabble at the club, getting cream or what? Yeah, we did that. We squabbled, nigga, and we did this music and got money.
Yeah.
Yeah, them was real stories.
So you mentioned kind of like moving like with the greats, right? I mean, the Birdmans and the P's of the world.
Yeah, you want to follow what's going on. Who did it the best?
Is it the entrepreneurship, like the hood entrepreneurship and the making it with your brothers and everything like that? Is that kind of like what you admire about like Birdman and P and all them?
Yeah,
is that what it is?
You got probably a few kids or a few guys in every neighborhood that probably grew up having less and understood the game and just understood that they wanted more.
Mm-hmm.
And not only them getting it, they wanted to make a way for the people that was around them too.
Kind of like like Ross, for an example.
Right.
So you mentioned kind of like moving like with the greats, right? I mean, the Birdmans and the P's of the world.
Yeah, you want to follow what's going on. Who did it the best?
Is it the entrepreneurship, like the hood entrepreneurship and the making it with your brothers and everything like that? Is that kind of like what you admire about like Birdman and P and all them?
Yeah,
is that what it is?
You got probably a few kids or a few guys in every neighborhood that probably grew up having less and understood the game and just understood that they wanted more.
Mm-hmm.
And not only them getting it, they wanted to make a way for the people that was around them too.
Kind of like like Ross, for an example.
Right.
I thought that you went really hard on one of the songs. So I was doing a little bit of research on Bangin'.
On Bangin'?
Yeah.
You got to bring me up to speed.
It seems like Bangin' was early on in the Slauson Boys.
Okay, the Slauson Boys, my name.
Yeah, we talking Slauson Boys, right?
Okay. Train track on top of the building.
It seems like So it seems like it was like the same as the Rap Niggas video. Is that like a special complex over there?
The building that I was at for my niggas is banging. That's actually a building on 10th Avenue, like in the heart of the hood, and we hit the train tracks on Hyde Park. We stood on top of the buildings on 10th Avenue, which is rare. Like the new kids now, they probably can't even do that because the buildings like it's a separation now. Like when I was younger, I'll be in the hood. I can go in 10, 20 houses. It's different now. Like neighbors is different. Everybody is different. It's like it's all mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even in our own neighborhood. So that was the thing why Nip was so much and big on like buying back and owning, and eventually what we all are on now.
Mm-hmm.
It's buying back and owning our own.
How much like of Crenshaw do y'all own? Y'all own the whole block for like the most part. I mean, all that down there for.
Well, the crazy part is people been living over there all this time and they never really owned nothing around
Really?
there for us in the neighborhood, and that's why, you know, you hear that a lot in the music.
Yeah. It just seems like you guys preach ownership a lot,
without a doubt.
you know, and you know that's almost in a way made it cool in a way.
Yeah.
You know, if you weren't hip on, you know, like initial returns on investments and everything like that, and understanding the long game for the most part, you know. So, I mean, my hat goes off to y'all, man. Definitely down there for bringing that to the world.
Yeah, appreciate that.
What can you tell me about the song Take You for a Ride, Rolling with a Hood Star?
Okay. Yeah, that song is hard too. That's another Slauson Boy song featuring me, myself, Nipsey Hussle, and I think Hussle
Yeah.
and Cuzzy Capone.
Of course, Cuzzy.
Yeah, we all on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about some shit that we first started on. Like,
yeah.
Got music. I gotta bring you up to speed. But
oh,
yeah,
no,
though,
we
but yeah, though, we did that. That was hard too.
Yeah. Those are the glory days back in the day, man. That's like where the foundation started, man.
Without a doubt.
It seems like you know, another one of the songs back then, man. It's just like I'm bringing up all the old music, man.
Yeah.
I know I am. But you know, it's, when you said in the verse, you know, the Slauson boys, they don't talk or they don't speak much. We just roll the windows up.
Yeah. Facts. That's the truth. That's the truth. You know, in the hood, we, you know.
Yeah. How'd that song come about? Do you remember like recording it?
Man, that was a minute ago, but shit, you know, obviously we all grew up together. So it was easy for us to just ponder together and do whatever we was gonna do. We was gonna do anything.
Yeah.
It was just easy. It was just automatic. If we're in the studio, we're gonna make a rap. If we're in a restaurant, we're gonna eat together. You know, that was us. That's how we did that.
Got you. Think About You.
Think About You.
Yeah.
That was at a time.
That was a tight record, man. And
it came from the heart. It was it was real special to me because it was at a time we had just, when I say we, because I know the world felt it, but that was at a time when, you know, a Nip passing, when we just lost Nip. So, and I remember what, you know, because we did all this shit together.
Mm-hmm.
I was right there with him. So within his passing and shit, I down there was like, fuck this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ain't even finna do no music no more. I'm cool. I'm gonna do whatever I do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I let like 8 months go by, damn near a year go by, and I can just hear this nigga talking like, nigga, I already told you, you know what I'm saying? Because he used to say little shit to me. Nigga, it might be you, nigga. So I got up, and that's where that Think About You song stemmed from. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking about our own conversations and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, all right, fuck it. I already know this. That's what this nigga want a nigga to do. Keep going.
Keep going, right?
Yeah, keep going. Don't stop.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's what you've done pretty well.
Yeah.
Done pretty well, man. Certainly. And I think I've noticed like a real like gradual improvement, even, you know, now in your music, just from where it was. It's just like it's like, you know, you've really developed a nice sound. I feel like
you know, anything you do for a long time, what they say is you get better at.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we've been doing it for long enough.
When did you first start rapping?
Man, I can tell you, I always loved music. I used to play around as a kid. But as far as taking it like serious, it was like when bro used to be on me, like, nigga, you need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. So I'm like, all right, you know, then we was just so close. I'm like, all right, whatever you want to do, fuck it, this is what we doing. You know?
Were you like messing around, like you said, with music? Was it just like you had some instruments in the house? Was it
well, when I was younger, staying in the house with my mom, me and my sister, she had a boyfriend and shit.
Mm-hmm.
When she was 19, and he moved in the house and had piano, drum set,
got you,
guitar. I used to break it. She could start fucking with the shit, breaking it. He was actually the first person who ever recorded me rapping.
Really?
As a child. Yeah. As a kid. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. So I had it in me.
And then just from then on, it was just like kind of trying to find that person that had you had something in common with.
From then on, I was who I was in the world, trying to, you know, find my way like everybody else.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you stepped like outside, and then of course, everybody kind of met up from there for the most part. Like, how old were you?
Yeah, cause how old was I when?
Like when you first like started, not necessarily first started rapping, but like when you first like kind of stepped outside and all that, and
I kind of
maybe
started
hit the
early.
block.
I kind of started early. I stepped outside and was on the block at 13 years old,
Yeah,
12 and 13.
yeah.
I think I bought my own car at 13 years old.
Oh, word.
Hell yeah.
So you was really
I
all
had
money
two
in and
cars at
hustling.
13.
2 cars at
13.
13.
And that was one of the reasons why Nip and like little niggas like Nip and Rampart and all them and these niggas and shit. My homeboy, my brother, that's how them niggas like fell in love with me. Cause at a young age, when them niggas was like 15, 16, I'm like 19, but I'm pulling up jewelry, cars, all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And all them little young niggas wanted it. Like, damn,
Yeah, that's what's up.
They want you, like Nip would tell you if he was here, like as a youngster, niggas used to want to be like Cobby.
So you was for real the hood star.
Yeah.
Like the song, huh?
Yeah. I'm a nigga.
Yeah. Pulling up in what car though? Like what was it? I mean, you had some big
type of shit.
Like I mean, that was like back in the day, like the spinning rim days, right?
All my older homies and shit, they had like SS's,
Yeah.
96 Impalas,
Yeah.
64 Chevy, 61, 60s, 59s, 57s,
Yeah.
all that type of shit. So when I was Regals, Cutlasses, you know what I'm saying, Grand Nationals. So me being from out the hood over there, I'm seeing, my homies and shit, they always had it.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I'm getting that. Just like how Nip was when they seen me come through.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, nigga, I'm getting that. So I remember once Nip got of age and me and him was real close and shit. Every time I bust a car, he'll bust one.
Yeah.
Like I remember we did that shit probably for like 2-3 years. I get the Jaguar, he go get the Jaguar. We got matching Jags.
Mm-hmm.
I get the Benz, he go get the Benz. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We doing shit like that, yeah.
Yeah, I see. It seems like the trend is in the videos that you guys really, like the cars, like make a real emphasis on the cars, whether it's like the Rollses or, the Ferraris and everything like that. I mean, it's just always had a thing for those, like.
Yeah, if you from LA, you like cars.
Oh yeah. Same with being from the D.
Hell yeah, if you LA, you like cars. Like I remember I used to watch my homeboy Big Slip and Baby Slip and Ripper and just different homies, and they riders. Punchy and all the homies, Crip Charlie, these niggas. I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna have that.
Right.
So once I got old enough, nigga, I got, I got my starter kit. I got a Cutlass and I got a Regal.
Yeah.
And then I got me a 4. You know what I'm saying? And shit. I'll be in that motherfucker right now to this day.
Yeah. You never like forget those like first cars that you have, man. I had an Aztec.
I don't know what that is. My shit was like
Chevy
and Oldsmobile, that was clean.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely.
An Aztec, what kind of car is that?
That's like a Pontiac.
A Pontiac?
It kind of looked like a lamb truck.
Oh, like a fast car, huh?
Nah, you'll look it up. You'll be like, oh, you just start bust out laughing. But I'll tell you what, that thing had a nice sound system in it, though. Stock. That's all I cared about. I got to be able to play the music in it.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
What how did the song Check Me Out come about? You're on that one, right?
Yeah, Check Me Out was crazy. Cause my first album that I put out, Pirates Vision, and my second one, Pirates Vision Volume 2, had a 1500 influence. Like, Lorenz Dobson, Brody Brown, Mars, and a few other people that was there all from 1500. James Fauntleroy. Like, they all came together and helped me put that album in. And I remember I played some of the album, and he like, who did that? I'm like 1500. I recorded it down there. So eventually he started going to go, recording over there down there with them. So he had a session. I had just got finished with my session, and I was getting ready to leave, and then walk in. I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, shit, I'm finna do this song with this nigga Dom. I need some weed. Cause Cobby, I always hustling and shit. So he like, bring me 2 zones. So I left, went and got him 2 zones of weed so they can record. And when I came back, I hear this beat they playing. Like, whoa, I'm like, nigga, I look at them like, what's that?
Ooh.
He looked back at me like shit and point at the booth like, nigga, go ahead. So I go in there and what was crazy, I'm Nip like 6'4" or 6'5".
Right.
I'm 5'10", so Nip them tall. So when I go in the booth, the microphone way up here, so I say fuck it, I grab a little stool, step up on the stool, and I get out and I one take and I just did it.
Right.
One take.
Really?
Yeah. And everybody was like, oh, that's hard and all of those type of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then shit, I told bro I'll see him later and I left. Probably maybe a month later, like Nip, like motherfuckers really like. He was like motherfuckers liking this song. I'm like, what? Like niggas like that song like that? He like, yeah, like they fucking with this song. And the song kind of like that was one of his biggest songs at the time.
Right.
Check me out. It had us touring up until right now, to this day.
Yeah.
Right now to this day, I can still get on stage and sing Check Me Out, and I don't even have to sing it. I can just hold the microphone up.
As soon as they hear the Balenciaga.
Yeah, right. Right.
It's funny you bring up like touring. You were on that LAX tour with Game?
That was the first tour that we ever went on was with the Game.
Mm-hmm.
When the Game had dropped his album, he actually brought TDE, which is TDE now, which is J-Rock, Kendrick, and they whole squad.
Right.
And he brought the Slauson boys, which was Nipsey, Hussle, Cobby Supreme, and all the rest of us. And we went on that tour. I think the tour was probably like, I want to say like maybe like 28 to 30 something days. Tour.
Yeah.
That's a long tour. Like
it's a lot of cities.
Game them is from Compton, and they Compton Bloods.
Right.
And we from the west side of LA.
Yeah.
Crips.
Right.
And the Bounty Hunters, which was J-Rock area, is from LA, but they on the east side of LA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hundreds. But we all mixed together. We all was in the same hotel rooms, all was in the same. When it was time for us to eat, we all was eating together, you know what I'm saying? And we got through that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We all did that shit together and wasn't never no problems. And while we was on tour, if it was our side have a small conflict with like people at the show, everybody was together.
Right.
But we all from different sides.
Yeah.
So
y'all came together and kept the music at the end of the day.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
We did that. For that many days.
It was like, yeah.
And that was the best tour. That was a fun tour.
I
can't say that. I always shout out Game for that. Still to this day, he did that for us. And shit, that gave us energy.
Yeah.
He sparked some shit. Because it was like, once we did that tour, we wanted it. Like, all right, it's time for us. We got to get back on tour and do that again.
It's kind of inspirational.
We start, Nip like, Nip was ambitious. He like, Cobby, come on, you rolling, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
I was always that one, I ain't never even questioned nothing. I ain't give you no type of doubt.
Mm-hmm.
If a nigga be like, nigga, we gonna jump off this roof and we gonna be able to fly, I might think about it to myself, but a nigga love cuz so much, like, fuck it, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't had no doubt. Like, whatever he was like, let's do it. I believed in him that much. So I was like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
You know
that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man, for real.
Right.
What's funny is I met Nip on 2 separate occasions. First time was when I first moved to LA. I moved to the Apex down there off of Figueroa. You familiar with that?
He stayed there. Yeah.
Right. So I moved in. My boy Brian stayed up. I think a couple floors up, and he was like, "Oh." Actually, what happened was I was going in the elevator. Nip was moving out.
Mm-hmm.
Bumped into him and all that. It's Nip. I'm not the one that would ever take out my camera phone and take a selfie or nothing like that with you. So, it was just a cordial conversation, like, what's up? Hey, like the music, this and that. But it was the day, I remember this, it was the second time was the day of the Jeezy concert.
Yeah.
Jeezy performed downtown. And I was at the gas station. I had just bought my new car. And I was playing Victory Lap. And Nip rolled up in a black Maybach.
Right.
And rolled down the window and was like, what's up, Nick? I was like, yo, it's crazy that you remember me, man. Like, for real. Like, no, just like, man, just said what's up and just kind of kept it moving and all that. And, that's my story, man. It was awesome, at least having those interactions with him for real. Like, so, But when it came to like, you know, like Victory Lap, I look at that, you know, as like it's sort of like a religion for me. I mean, I play that album like every Sunday.
So
For
it's a
you've
religion.
been
That's
to my
right.
crib, you know, like I have pictures of him on the wall, pictures of Pac on
Yeah,
my
that's what it
wall.
was. This All Money In is a religion.
It really is. And you know, what were the studio sessions like recording it? And I think I didn't really see, you know, get the
Now,
timing
when
of
I
how
look at them
long.
back now, when I look back now,
Yeah.
like I said, you know, this is my brother, so it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like to anybody else, it's gonna be like, wow, but this was normal. This was what we did. We did this all the time.
Right.
We didn't give a fuck if it was in a big studio, if it was in the studio in the room at the house, if it was in the garage, however it was. So I was pretty much, you know, used to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
it was just like, okay,
like this is what he do.
Yeah.
Like, and he'd create that magic. And you know, like I said, I was one of the niggas who truly believed from the gate. 15, 16, 17 years old. Like, we stuck. It's up.
Yeah.
This is my twin. You know.
It really, in my eyes, is the new generation's Pac, for real.
Yeah.
Did you realize that, like, all that time, like, this is...
Yes, I knew it.
Yeah.
But for me, you know, shout out to Pac. A nigga fuck with Pac too. But for me, it was different because it's my brother.
Right.
It's my twin. Like, I know what he talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference. Like, when you listening to a nigga music and when you hear Tupac saying what he's saying, and I'm pretty sure most of it was real. But this was a different coming from this nigga because I know what he living, because I'm living it right with him. So yeah, like he telling the truth, like this really was going on. But guess what? He say some shit. Like he understood. He understood the trap and how this shit was set up and how we had to wiggle. We got to wiggle our way up out this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With no fear.
Yeah. What I mean, the world's seen a lot of music from him. How, I mean, what kind of percentage out there haven't we heard? I mean, is there a lot of music out there that is in the vault somewhere?
Yes. Them did a lot of work. He had a whole bunch of unreleased music that, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, you got to wait for it, but you'll hear it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything you want to get out there, maybe on your next album?
Not right now, but you gonna hear it though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if you fuck with Nip, you fuck with All Money In, A&B, 25-8, Play Ball, you gonna hear it.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming. Got
you. I moved out here maybe, I want to say early 2017. So I caught I felt that I caught and I witnessed like a real moment in hip hop with your guys' movement.
Yeah.
And one of my best memories out here in LA is All-Star Weekend.
Right.
I was like, you know, I was a part of it. I mean, I saw it, you know, how could you not? I mean, everything's popping out here. How was it special to you?
It was our time.
Yeah.
So I'll say that's why it was special to me. But you know, every time you have one of those in every city and shit, it's cracking.
Right.
So I just remember them like, yeah, we got to be out.
Yeah.
All-Star Weekend, we finna take over.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, let's go. Yeah.
I thought it was like interesting because I remember I was kind of in and out of town doing something, and I hit what is it, the baggage claim at the airport, and I walked out and there was this huge victory lap.
Yeah.
Thing at the airport.
Yeah.
Right. That was crazy.
He wanted everybody to see it.
And just to put on like that.
Yeah, as soon as you get off the airport, this is going on. You know?
How'd you guys discover Pac-Man? It seemed like he kind of came in a little bit later.
I just explained it though,
okay.
but Pac like BH, Pac-Man, they're the youngest ones from the group.
Right.
You got BH a little older than Pac, but Pac the baby. But you didn't hear Pac later until he was of age.
Got you.
But he's in the same area, like I said. Like, it's different because it's like, you from this too, because you from out this area too.
Uh-huh.
Even though we got, like, my cousin Killer Twine, he from Watts. You know what I'm saying? But it's that's all it'd be family ties too. It'd be like, all right, Like with Pac, it was just like all you gotta do is just get a little older.
Got you.
You already from this. It's
Yeah.
already, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
When you first heard him, did you know he was like, "Hey, you special?
Well,
you got a different
BH
sound."
BH the one who did that. The same thing we did. The same thing we did with ourselves, and it just got handed down. We did it with BH. BH did it to Pac. You know what I'm saying? And
You talking Hoggy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoggy the one who actually showed Pac how to record, how to do some music and shit, and then Pac learned whatever he learned from BH, and he kept going. And he used to come back and forth to us like listen to this. I just did a record, and niggas would listen to it, and it was what it was. And then he stayed at it. Now he the biggest.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to my nigga.
Definitely shout out to Pac, man, and Hoggy and them and
yeah,
that whole...
without a doubt.
So
everybody got something on the way too, man. I had that like BA shit heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once you get a load to hear that shit, like his shit heavy. His solo project is heavy. J.STONE shit heavy.
Yeah.
Cuzzy shit heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas is just different. My shit heavy. It's different. And you gonna hear it. It's gonna be like, if you combine all these records together, you gonna hear it. Like this nigga Nip, he knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where does Dom Kennedy fit into all the mix?
Dom is for one. Dom and his wife, they both went to school with. If I'm not mistaken, I know she did. They went to school with them.
Really?
They attended Hamilton together.
Okay.
And then Dom was a nigga from off of Crenshaw.
Okay.
He Lamar Park.
Right. Yeah. Got you.
Yeah, he just down the street from Slauson. So you take Slauson straight down Crenshaw.
Mm-hmm.
The next street is Vernon and Lamar. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hit that right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so Audubon, like niggas went to the same schools. We in the same areas. It was just like we all come from the same shit. You know what I'm saying? He can talk about Crenshaw.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I always wondered how that worked out. And everything.
and then overall, he's just a good person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good energy and everything.
Yeah, I've been a fan of his for quite some time. I mean, back to his Yellow album days and everything. And I always, just kind of peeped out. It seemed like he kept it like just super neutral, like all the time.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So, but yeah, definitely.
Dom to me, Dom is like, I fuck with Dom. Dom to me is like a young Ice Cube. That's how I look at Dom.
Isn't that exactly what I said the other day?
I look at Dom like that, so I ain't in the story.
Right.
Yeah. If that's how you was feeling, that's how I look at him.
That's crazy that you said that.
He
was there with.
He probably go crazy to hear me say some shit like that.
I said that same shit.
Yeah, he give me them type of vibes, and I know if I see it like that, I know God ain't giving me no deceitful eyes. I know.
Yeah.
See it for what it is. So you seen that for that. So
yeah.
That's what that is. I took that off that. Like that.
That's crazy you said
give
that.
Me that Ice Cube type of feel. He got that same feeling. Yeah.
It's like a cool dude who always, had on black, kept the neutral cool with everybody.
But he know about all this shit, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got to do it, but I got homeboys that do that and they know about that shit. So that's how I know about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he had niggas, he had me, he got them. You know what I'm saying? So he of this shit too. He from LA. It's hard to like if you from LA, you ain't out of the mix or nothing because you from out here.
Right.
You don't have to be from nowhere, you know what I'm saying, to be the biggest, or you don't have to be from nowhere for something to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that culture. It's that lifestyle.
Yeah. Huh.
Which I think is like that in every state and every hood. Is you got, you know what I'm saying, things like that where guys are trying to come up and get up out of certain type of situations and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's every city for the most part, man. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything that I had on the list, man. Is one thing I wanted to ask you too. That next gen kind of coming up. Is there any of the young dogs that everybody should be on the lookout for? I know we talked about, J.STONE, Pac-Man, and BH and all them, but, is there anybody maybe from that Crenshaw area
so from out of the Crenshaw area, I got a few kids that I'm putting under this this A&B label
Mm-hmm.
who signed to me. So I got Spiffy Luciano. I got Chloe. I got Day DMB. You know, we got a few guys on here. We got Young Jay Witt.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to push them out so the world can figure out who they are.
Got you.
And hear their story from off of Crenshaw. Yeah.
Got you.
So All Money Business is a label. A&B, All Money In. You know, my album dropping July 26, 2021, Street Legend, Cobby Supreme.
Got you.
Yeah.
Go to the store too?
Come to the store.
I'm going to stop by,
Come
man.
to the store, get an album. July 26th.
Are you doing you're gonna drop the album, like have an album release party at the store or something like that? Or
We might. I might let you help me put that together. We might.
Smooth, man.
Yeah, but it's coming soon. Everything coming soon. Yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, well, look, hey, Cobby, I really appreciate you coming by,
That's
man,
all
kicking
good.
it with me, man.
One love, bro.
So